Okay students, let us now talk about generations of computers. First generation computers, 1940 to 56. The first generation computers were based on the use of vacuum tubes. These computers use magnetic tapes to store data. These computers relied on machine language to perform any operation and could solve only one problem at a time. Input was based on punched cards and paper tapes. Output was displayed on printouts. These computers were slow, expensive and large in size and consumed a large amount of energy. For example, UNIVAC, ENIAC and EDVAC. Second generation computers, 1956 to 63. The second generation computers used transistors in place of vacuum tubes. Like the first generation, these computers relied on magnetic tapes. Second generation computers moved from machine language to assembly language, which allowed the programmers to specify instructions in words. Fortran, COBOL, BASIC languages came into existence in this generation. Punch cards and paper tapes were used as input devices and output was presented through printouts. These computers were faster, cheaper, smaller and more efficient than the computers of first generation. For example, IBM 1400, IBM 350, etc. Students, let's know more. Transistors were invented in 1947 by trio John Bardeen, William Shockley and Walter Broughton at Bell Labs. Third generation computers, 1964 to 71. Integrated circuits, IC, were used as the main technology in these computers. Magnetic disks were used for the storage. Pascal, RPG languages came into use during this time. These computers were small in size, had huge storage capacity, higher calculating speed, and reliability than the previous generation of computers. Keyboard was used as an input device, whereas monitors and printers were used as output devices. IBM System 360, Apple I, Altair are some of the examples of third generation computers. Fourth generation computers, 1972 to present. The fourth generation computers, that is the present day computers, are based on very large scale integrated VLSIC circuits called microprocessors. High capacity magnetic disks are used to store data. Input is done through keyboard, mouse, scanner, etc. Besides monitor and printer, various new devices such as plotters and speakers have evolved as output devices. These computers can be linked together to share storage capacity, space, data, etc. The use of microprocessors resulted in decreased size and increased efficiency. These computers are portable, reliable and cheapest among all the other generations. The examples of fourth generation computers are Apple Macintosh, IBM PC, etc. Students, let's know more. August 12, 1981 marks the birth of the IBM PC, the computer that revolutionized the world. Students, time for Fact File. Ted Hoff introduced the first microprocessor in 1971 for Intel. It was known as Intel 4004. Fifth generation computers, present and beyond. Fifth generation computers involve artificial intelligence, AI, where computers can behave, think and react in the same way as humans do. These computers are still in development, though there are some applications such as voice recognition that are being used today. The goal of fifth-generation computing is to develop devices that respond to natural language input and to imitate human reasoning.